Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you how to convert your van, not exactly into a camper van, but sort of just a day van, you know, with a bed and cupboards and everything. I've got the bed installed already. I bought this van just empty, there's nothing in the back at all. This flooring was already done and the carpeting and insulation were already done, so I don't know about doing them. But from an empty van, I got this installed for £215. Obviously I need to do the upholstery on that, but I'm going to do that at a later point. And I've got the cupboard units which go along the side. They cost me £132, but I have to assemble it and paint it myself, which is what I'm going to do next. So this is my cupboards down the side. I basically bought this kit. It's just a guy who makes it in his garage. He cuts the wood out to the right shape. This is pretty much the cheapest I could find off eBay that looked half decent. It cost me £132, but it comes just as MDF. So what I'm doing is I'm priming this. I've spent £15 on 2 pots of primer, and I need to buy some spray paint as well to paint it after it's been primed. So I'll total all that up and then we'll see how it looks when it's put together. Okay, so I ended up going for this grey, mostly just because there wasn't a lot of choice in my local hardware store. This is the best I could find in there. I've just made a start on the first coat on this, had to go and buy some more. So what I'll do is I will total up all the prices for the paint at the end, so you'll know exactly what it cost. And as you can see, I'm just assembling this now, so kind of put it into place. Starting on these little bits and bobs, trying to figure out how it goes together. I'll show you what it's like when it's done. And the cupboards are all installed now, mostly just screwed down with these brackets here. I've got a few more to add to make it more structurally sound, but it's all together now. So I've got to build my own shelf from there, because that's actually an entrance from the back door, and then you've got these two here. So I need another shelf just at about that level. And then for the doors, I'll spray these a different colour, just brighten it up a bit, and I just happen to have this blue spray line around. It's not really it wouldn't be my favourite choice, but needed using up. And I had to buy door handles and hinges and fasteners. That's all in here, but I'll total all that price at the end as well, and I'll show you this once it's all put together. Okay, so as you can see, this is all done now, these cupboards, pretty much. This back door, I've just made a little curtain there instead of putting the door on. And for the cupboard doors, I've got these little latches here to make sure that they don't come open when you're driving. And inside, I put a little dividing partition there and a shelf. And what I'm doing now is I'm upholstering this rock and roll bed. So it came with these boards. I've taken these boards off. Bought some memory foam, 3-inch, which cost me £40. And then the cover here is it's actually tablecloth that I got for about £8 from my local shop. Obviously you put the foam on, cut it to the right size, put the foam on, and then you put the cloth around it, just staple it onto the board, and that screws on here, and this is nice and comfy. So I'm just finishing off the back sections. And the final touch to this is curtains. They're quite expensive to buy, the pre-made ones, so all I've done is put some Velcro strips around the corners here, and around the top here. Where is it? Just up here. Velcro strip along there. And I've just cut out this. It's got felt on the inside, and I've just put something a bit more interesting for a pattern. And this just sticks on So the Velcro, nice and simple and cheap. And it looks something like that. And I've done the same for the side window here as well. So this is nice and cozy. I've got cupboards, finished bed now, bed seat and curtains. So I will give you a breakdown of what that all cost. So that's the finished product. For less than £500 I've managed to convert this to a basic. Obviously there's no sink or cooking facilities, but that's something you can add at a later stage. And I'll just give you a demonstration. Pull the bed out like that. And I'll have the prices just here that I spent on all the different things. Alright, cheers.